Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for September 29th, 2025. We've got base and alchemy today. Only a little bit of alchemy though. And it looks like we don't have crashing. And it looks like we don't have plus actions. Okay. Draw is apothecary and I mean smithy, but remote, but you can't play multiple of them. Terminal of choice is probably militia. We probably will want to play with apothecary because of the inability to trash coppers. There is technically plus buy, but it's herbalist. Yeah, this looks gross. This definitely looks gross. So, I guess I said that militia was the terminal of choice. The deck's probably going to be fat enough you could put multiple terminals into it anyway. But I'm wondering about bandit. Given that gardens is on the board, it's one of the only ways to actually gain only one reasonable ways to gain multiple cards. Well, maybe I should say it's the only way, the reasonable way to do it. Like herbalist can do it, but are you going to play with herbalist? Yeah. Well, we're going to want to get at least one silver because A, you're not going to be able to afford a province, so the deck is 7 copper. B, there's merchant. So I guess we'd probably open silver potion. I think like the early militia isn't necessarily gonna do too much damage. And getting going on apothecaries seems good. Bot does go for militia. Huh. Fine, whatever. I guess I would have taken a militia probably. Bandit would have also been an option, but I think I would have gone militia there. Bandit seems more like a thing for a little later. Wow, that is an early province. That is a really early province. The bot has not built up its treasures very much. It has 1 gold and 2 silver, which on the one hand means that it's pretty vulnerable to bandit, like removing its ability to hit province or whatever, and on the other hand means we're not very likely to actually see the necessary cards to do so. I think I am going to take the bandit just because we have the opportunity. We hit 5. Well, now we could take a militia. Sure. Herbalist. Whoa. I think I'm going to play the militia. I can get another merchant off of it, whereas if I play the bandit, I don't get anything. And my odds to hit still can't be that good. Alright, I don't want to see the bandit, so probably don't want to see the apothecary either. Do we need to start competing for the gardens as, I guess, a question since the bot is going for them? Maybe we do. We do have 4 coins already, so that's fine, I guess. Okay. Do we even want to draw this apothecary? Do we even want to draw this silver? I mean, I guess we probably want to draw the silver. The apothecary, surely we don't need that this turn. Unless we want to get a province, I guess. Oy. Okay. Well, I would like to get more apothecaries, but probably take the gardens. All right, now those are gone. We want to see this gold. We get us to province. So I guess we want to just see the gold. All right, well, I guess I'll take another apothecary. I don't really think we need duchy yet. Oh, jeez. I guess I'll buy a copper. I mean, you have a bunch of apothecaries. Hey, we got one of their golds. Okay. We do need to see this gold to hit province. We don't need to see the apothecary. Ideally, we would draw the estate. I guess we don't have to make that call. Well, maybe we do have to make that call now. I don't think it makes sense to draw the apothecary. That's a lot of herbalists. I don't know if it's like ticking their gardens or whatever. I guess it probably will. This is not going to get us to province unless... I guess we might as well do it this way. Just in case... Oh, wait. We have a silver. Never mind. Does get us to province. More than gets us to province, but like it would have even before. I just didn't notice the silver. Or maybe the silver was revealed later. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, we are at the point we should take a duchy. All right, don't want to see the bandit this turn. Unfortunately, we don't hit province. I think we want to see both of these to try to get, like, something. Oh my god. I don't know, maybe... maybe not? I mean, the next turn is going to be bad either way. But is there any way we're hitting... Yeah, I think actually doing this. Got a silver, cool. Keep getting a little short of province. God damn it. I'm gonna check on... We're gonna tick our gardens pretty soon, right? So 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, no, that doesn't... 38. Right. So yes. I don't think... Is buying an estate the play here? I don't really think so. I think we want to hit province. I'm gonna buy a gold. Oh my god. Like a merchant. Alright, we did tick the gardens. But the problem is we can't fucking hit province. There we go. Okay. I wonder if we're supposed to not play this apothecary because we already have province, and taking the coppers... I mean, taking the potion out would be fine. Taking the coppers out is not actually what we want. I think I'm not going to. Ah! It's a decent chance that they can do another 2 estate buy here, so I don't think I want to buy estate. I mean, I guess that would be a tie. So maybe I should buy estate? They can't do any better than that, because they can't play multiple herbalists, and they don't have a bandit. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So we're nowhere near ticking gardens. They're like closer, but still obviously not going to get there. Yeah, we're probably supposed to take a state, and then like maybe we end up in a tie, but we get credit for a win if that happens. Well, now we should just win. Like I said, that was gross. I don't... The herbalist spam certainly worked better than I was expecting. I think, like, honestly, mostly because of those early provinces. Like, if they hadn't happened to get to province so early, and they hadn't had those points, this wouldn't have really gone anywhere. And, like, I mean, I do think in general that taking a province on what was it, turn 5 is too early, but But it's also just unlikely that you actually get to do that, right? They had to draw a hand with no estates and both the militia and the gold. So what did they open? Silver militia. And then got another silver and a gold. So even like getting to the gold in the first place wasn't very likely because they had to have no estates in this hand. Yeah. So I think this looks closer than it probably should have as a result of that. Like maybe by this point they hit a province, whatever. But if they didn't have one of those provinces, if they didn't have that turn 5 province, then it would have been a bigger points gap. I have no idea whether my deck should have been capable of provincing more than it did, to be honest. Like, obviously it wasn't like a good deck, but I could definitely see the argument that I should have taken another terminal at some point along the way. Like, we weren't playing these very often. Maybe, honestly, maybe one more of each at some point. I just don't know when. It's like, at the point where it would have made sense to do that in like the mid game, we were trying to score on gardens and duchies, and then like once you got past that point and those were both empty, then adding those cards to the deck is going to be super marginal. So maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, this is one of those kingdoms that I feel like I'm not very good at the micro decisions. Like at the macro level, I'm like, okay, yeah, I wanna get some apothecaries, and get like a bandit to put some golds in the deck, get a militia. Like, okay, fine. But then like the micro decisions of like, you know, is it even like worth adding the merchants, or like should we just take more silvers, or like, you know, what to do with, you know, getting additional bandits and militias, or when to start gaining gardens and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I very much do not feel confident in that. It's just so much harder when you're like when you can like draw your deck, then you can have a very specific idea of what your like capabilities are and what they will be and all that stuff. When your deck is just like jammed full of garbage, then it's like it has to be like a lot more loose. Anyway, well, we got there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.